What are you watching, beta? Oh, Dadi, I'm watching Gangs of Wasepur. If you like films about crime and revenge, why don't you watch something like Diwar for a change? It features Amitabh Bachchan. Oh, the guy who plays SRK's dad in Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, na? Come on, that is how you know Amitabh Bachchan. That is so disappointing. Let me show you who he really is. Hey, I've seen that dialogue in Student of the Year. Where do you think they got it from? Diwar is just iconic. It helped set his persona as the angry young man of Bollywood. Along with his performances in Agnipath and Zanjeer, he embodies the frustration and agony of a common man in his character with such depth. It's outstanding. Oh, I didn't know he was called that. What was he so angry about? Back in the day, the government of India was extremely discriminatory against people from lower classes and statuses. They used to face prejudices, poverty, abuse, and many more socio-political dilemmas. They were deprived of basic needs and lived in impoverished conditions. They were under the manipulation of the government. Well, that hasn't changed too much, huh? But these old movies are just so boring, though. What's this Diwar even about? It is a story of two brothers who grew up in destitution. One brother grows up and becomes a cop, and the other becomes a criminal. It focuses on the theme of vengeance and challenging society's injustices. Sounds familiar, no? I guess. I would still choose Gangs of Wasipur any day, though. Nawazuddin Siddiqui is a good enough angry young man for me. You have no idea the kind of action films that Amitabh Bachchan made in my time. Dawn was so incredible that they remade it in 2006. Trust me, the 1978 version was way more thrilling. It was full of plot twists. It's just unforgettable. Oh my god, Dadi, even the poster looks so old. The only good thing that came out of that movie is the remake. You haven't even watched the older one. Trust me when I say it's better. I have seen both. Nah, Dadi. The characters in the 2006 version just had so much depth, and I'm pretty sure the original wasn't nearly as engaging and didn't have as many plot twists as the remake. New films use computer generated imagery and graphics, crazy costumes and makeup, and many more effects to produce action films. These things didn't even exist back in the day. Old movies are just so plain. You are so mistaken about old films. There is a reason why 1940s to 1960s was known as Bollywood's golden era. Come on, Dadi. Films like Veer Zara and Devdas are so iconic and they came out in the 2000s. Devdas was alright, but when it comes to the portrayal of courtesan culture, there's no better film than Umrao Jaan. In Umrao Jaan, the beautiful Rekha plays a courtesan who struggles with love, loss, and deals with societal norms. It sheds light on the kind of discrimination and abuse that women face in such lines of work. It's a commentary on the objectification and lack of agency for women. But Dadi, Devdas has Aishwarya Rai. She's one of the most beautiful women in the world. Devdas sheds light on love and loss that courtesans face in a prejudiced society. It also deals with sensitive topics such as alcoholism. Also, granted, films like Umrao Jaan did discuss gender biases towards women, topics such as mental health and the LGBTQ+ were completely disregarded. Films are supposed to be entertaining, not draining. Why would a film discuss mental health? Dadi, Dear Zindagi is a drama film about a young woman who seeks the help of a therapist to navigate her personal and professional struggles. It's entertaining, funny, and most importantly, it helps create awareness regarding mental health, which is a stigmatized topic in India. What's the point of making films simply for entertainment when you have the option to use it as a platform to spread a message? Of course. Mother India is also a drama film that tells a story of a poor village woman who fights against adversity to raise her own sons. This highlights the strength and resilience of motherhood in rural India. She goes to the extent of sacrificing her own son in order to stay true to her values and community. Now, if that is not an important message, I don't know what is. No denying that's a great message, but I still think old films are playing it too safe. Where's the LGBTQ plus representation? That is too taboo of a topic to represent in films, no? No, Dadi, have you heard of Aligarh? It portrays the struggles of a gay professor as the main character. We experience his journey as he faces discrimination and fights for his rights in a conservative society. Wow. But one example doesn't prove anything. I doubt there are more films that portray such things. Dadi, Kapoor and Sons also represents the LGBTQ plus community. It tells the story of a man struggling with his sexual orientation and portrays the complex family dynamics regarding coming out as gay. Okay, fine, I'll give you this one. Maybe I'll watch it and see what it has to say. Besides, the cast of this film is very good looking. Right? That's Siddharth Malhotra. He was also in Student of the Year. Not that film again. What is so great about it? Unlike old films that are only about romance and marriage, Student of the Year is about friendship, rivalry, and competition in university students. It launched a career of three super well known actors, and it's a film that will go down in history. I doubt any old films can compare to this one. Actually, it is quite similar to Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. It is about a cyclist from a modest background who competes with elite school kids to win a prestigious race. It also has a youthful and energetic vibes. Beta, most of your new films are inspired by old ones only. Give me an example of something original. Okay, how about Kal Ho Na Ho? It's the story of a terminally ill man who brings sunshine to the lives of the people around him. He sacrifices his love to ensure that the woman he loves finds love with someone else before his demise. It's so touching. It's also the first film I ever saw and the only film I've ever cried in. That is an amazing film, but I hate to break it to you, it is not original. Have you heard of Anand? No, Dadi. The best representation of platonic love and friendship. It tells a heartwarming story of a terminally ill man who spreads joy, love, and positivity among those around him, especially his troubled doctor, who eventually finds a new meaning in life. Fine. Maybe not all old films about love and marriage. Not all, but the ones that are just terrific. The actor in Anand, Rajesh Khanna, was known for his good looks and his romantic films. Ooh, Dadi, was he a celebrity crush? Kuch bhi. Amar Prem is just a beautiful film about unrequited love. Such a beautiful portrayal of a sensitive man and an emotional journey. It's amazing to see how these films are so simple yet so powerful. Exactly, Dadi. They're too simple. There's no drama, there's no excitement. Rajesh Khanna didn't need drama to make his films pop. He was known as the first superstar of Bollywood, you know? Yeah, but there's a reason why Shah Rukh Khan is also called the king of Bollywood and the king of romance. King Khan's movies are so romantic, but they're also fun to watch. Chal, give me an example. Dadi, Chennai Express. It had us all cracking up so many times, but it also had us rooting for the love story. A film needs romance, of course, but it also needs some comedy. The deeper meaning of love gets lost in comedy. A film should be either romance or comedy. No, Dadi, there's a whole genre called rom-com. Take Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, for example. Don't you think it has the perfect balance of romance, love, drama, and comedy? It's simple yet complex. It follows the journey of two young lovers who try to overcome cultural differences, family expectations, and eventually get together. It has the typical formula for romance films, but Raj's character brought so much humor and charisma that gave us relief from all the drama. For your information, DDLJ came out in 1995. Fine, but you can't argue with me over films like Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna, Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, and Jab Tak Hai Jaan. They're all Shah Rukh Khan films. Oh, really? Yes. Besides, it's his charismatic personality and versatility that make him a global sensation. From rom-coms to action, he can do anything. Fair enough. I am proud that Bollywood films are getting recognized globally these days. I guess we have Priyanka Chopra to thank for that. True, but I think music had a huge role in it too. Did you know Kala Chashma went viral on TikTok? Firstly, I don't know what viral or TikTok mean. Secondly, Kala Chashma? Seriously? I am so sick of these Chikni Chameli and Fevicol Se type of songs. Come on, Dadi, don't generalize. The olden days had item songs too. Let's not forget about Piya Tu Ab To Aaja. They did, but at least they weren't as vulgar as these new songs. Either way, I would choose the soulful melodies of Lata Mangeshkar over these Neha Kakkar songs any day. We have Arijit Singh too. Haven't you heard the songs from Ye Jawani Hai Diwani and Ashiki too? You simply can't ignore Kabira and Tum Hi Ho. Lag Ja Gale is still way better. Alright, Dadi, you've convinced me. I'll watch one of your old movies if you watch one of mine. Okay, suggest me something. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Fine. Okay, now you. Oh, I have a great one saved right here on this TV. Daddy, no, I hate black and white movies. They're so ancient and the quality is so ew. Don't criticize what you don't know. Avara is a classic. You're going to absolutely love it. I hope so. And hey, I can't say I haven't watched Three Idiots like 100 times. So I guess new films are not that bad either. Well, I can't deny that I really do like Sholay.